Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Xfinity Series, Andy's Frozen Custard 300 from Texas Motor Speedway. This is the 47th race on the Xfinity side at Texas. We are the second race of the round of 12. Goodness gracious, what a season has been so far in Xfinity Series. We know Justin Allgaier for sure is going to race in the round of 8. Who's going to be the next to lock themselves in? Let's take a look here. 300 miles, 200 laps, 3 stages, 45, 45, and 110. 5 sets of tires. So it looks like stage 1, stage 2, it should be able to do, I think you can do that one fuel stop. That stage 3, you can probably split it in twice because tires sometimes matter, sometimes don't. Definitely couldn't see a late race caution, like 10 to go. People doing 2 tires trying to get track position. So yeah, it could be very wild at the end of this. Chevrolet's now won back-to-back. They won both races in 2022. Yet the 10 previous races, 7 for Toyota, 3 for Ford. Last year, Daniel Hemrick won stage 1, followed by Justin Allgaier, Austin Hill, Noah Gragson, AJ Allmendinger. Stage 2 was AJ Allmendinger, Noah Gragson, John Hunter Nemechek, Daniel Hemrick, Ty Gibbs. The top 10 in the race was Noah Gragson, Austin Hill, Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger, Riley Herbst, Josh Berry, Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer, you know, the usual suspects. Ryan Sieg was 9th. 10th was CJ McLaughlin. RSS Racing ran well here last year. Now, if you break down some of these tracks, there's some tracks that are similar to each other. So when it comes to Texas Motor Speedway, Kansas, Charlotte, and Vegas, those are the true and tried mile and a halves that are pretty similar to Texas. No track is exactly like another track, but they're similar. So we break down those 3 races from 2023. John Hunter Nemechek 3.0 and a win. Austin Hill 3.3 and a win. Justin Allgaier 7.0 and a win. Josh Berry 8.6. Brandon Jones 10.6. Sheldon Creed 13.3. Riley Herbst 15.0. Now, if we look at just Texas, so because when it comes to trucks and Xfinity, when you look at just one track, especially any period of time, more than a year or two, it's hard because drivers change. Drivers go to Cup Series, Truck Series drivers come to Xfinity, so you kind of have that revolving drivers there, because again, names are made here. So in 3 races at Texas, Sam Mary's got an average finish of 8.0. 3 races, Josh Berry 10.7. In 6 races, Justin Allgaier 11.3. Now again, this is since 2020. Daniel Hemrick in 4 races, 11.8. John Hunter Nemechek in 2 races, 14.5 and a win. Brandon Jones 14.7 in 6 races. Austin Hill 15.0 in 4 races, but he had a 2nd place last year. Again, when he was in here in Xfinity before, he was racing just some one-offs for Atari Racing. And then last year and this year, he's going with RCR. Sheldon Creed, average finish 16.5 in 2 starts. Now, if we look at these overall intermediate tracks, so the intermediate package covers Darlington, Nashville, obviously the Charlotte, Kansas, Vegas, those kind of races. If we add all those together, there's been 6 of those here in 2023. Austin Hill 3.3 and a win. John Hunter Nemechek 3.8 and a win. Josh Berry 7.1. Justin Allgaier 7.5 and a win. Cole Custard 11.3. Sheldon Creed 15.8. Riley Herbst 15.1. Daniel Hemrick 16.6. Sam Mayer 16.8. People have talked about this year that JRM, Junior Motorsports, is behind. Junior Motorsports isn't the same team as they were last year. You have 3 drivers that's still in around the 12. You have, you're not getting the same number of wins, but last year you had 4 cars in the playoffs. This year you have 3. They made one minor change to this car, and I think Junior Motorsports is catching up, but they were a little behind beginning of the year. They changed the skew of it. If you remember, they kind of crab walked down the front stretch a little bit, and now it's more straight. I think taking that skew out of the right side of these cars, being needed by NASCAR, is kind of changed the setups and changed some things. And then when they changed the crew chiefs around JRM, I think all that combined, and it's taken a little bit of time for them to get the chemistry and everything. But we do know that Just Nalgar, Sam Mayer, and Brandon Jones will all return in 2024. We still haven't got clarification on who's in the 8. One of the rumors I heard was that JRM had said it was somebody in Xfinity Series. So, yeah, I know the rumors are Carson Quapple, Carson Hocevar, Jeffrey Earnhardt's been an option, because he's actually kind of made his name for himself, and then he's talked about that before. Jeffrey's actually said it before. He wanted to make a name for himself before aligning himself with Dale and Kelly and stuff. That way it wasn't, was his name made off? No, his name has been made on himself. He's had some great runs. He finished second at Talladega in an RCR car. He's had a good run with Prime Racing. I think he is cusp on the next step. You get him in good equipment, I think he puts that Earnhardt name back in victory lane. But we'll see. We don't know yet. Carson Hocevar already said his plans are locked up for next year. We just know what they are. My guess is the 77 Spire and Cup. And then that'll leave the 8 for the Carson Quapple, which I think Quapple should take over the 42 truck that Carson Hocevar's in this year, and Jeffrey to the 8. And then when we lose the next driver at JRM, then Carson Quapple falls into that, which will probably more likely be Sam Mayer, Brandon Jones, is my guess. Sam Mayer eventually going to the Cup, or even Brandon Jones going to Cup. And then Chandler Smith 18.0. All right, as we look at the points here, one race down in the round of 3 and round of 12. Just Nalgar won. He's already on the round of 8. John Hunter's plus 65. What makes that significant is he does not have to win this race to clinch his way to the round of 8. If you are 60 points or more above the cut line after Texas, you don't got to worry about the rubble. You're already into the round of 8. Anybody that's under 60 points to the good, they have to race their way at the rubble. So John Hunter plus 65 right now. Just maintain that. He's on to the round of 8. Cole Custard plus 39. Again, he's got to get to 60, and he's good for the advance to the round of 8. Austin Hill plus 21. Chandler Smith plus 18. Do they need a win? No. Would it be nice? Yes. Daniel Hemrick plus 12. All right. Here's where it gets interesting. Sammy Smith minus 5. Sheldon Creed minus 4. Jeb Burton minus 4. Sam Mayer minus 14. Parker Clemmer minus 22. Josh Berry minus 24. Who of those bottom 4 can have a great run here, if not a win, and then move on to the round of 8? As for a win of those 4, Parker Claremont, he has the ability to win. That car has won here before with Tyler Reddick. Josh Berry, I think, and maybe Sam Mayer. Now, in the Xfinity Series, we're used to the Drivers' Championship and the Owners' Championship being a little different because we have some of the all-star cars and stuff. This year, just like in Cup, we have 2. So in Cup right now, we have the 9 that's in the Owners' Championship with Chase, and Bubba in the 23 is in the Drivers' Championship. Well, we have 2 like that in the Xfinity Series. Or same number, sorry. The 19, which is the all-star car at Joe Gibbs that Derek Krause has been driving, that Trevor Baynes has been driving, that is in the Owner Championship. They're currently 4th in the Owner Championship. The 48 of Big Extreme Racing, Park Claremont, he's in the Driver Championship, but they're not in the Owner Championship. Okay, my 4 picks to win the Andes Frozen Custard 300 NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Texas. You gotta go with John Hunter. He's won here before. He's won on this style of track this year. He is leading the points. He is one of the top drivers in the Xfinity Series, on his cusp of getting over to the Cup again next year. I know there's been a few people that I've read articles that didn't think he deserved a second chance. Here's the thing. Here's the way I look at it. If you go to Cup and you just have a dismal season and you don't run well, and the team moves on from you, and then you get a second chance, that's technically a true second chance. But when you go from Truck Series and family equipment and win races, You get to the Xfinity Series and a pretty good team with GMS. Have a good, solid top 7 in points. You get fast tracked to the Cup Series in another 4 team. That's who they were with then. And you get to Front Row Motorsports in 2019. And I'm sorry, but at that time, that 38 team was the back of the pack car. As good as John Hunter is, that team was the back of the pack car. And you decide on your own, even though you have a contract for the next year, you decide, you know what? What's best for me is to go back to the Truck Series and redevelop myself. Show people that I can win races, that running back of the pack in Cup isn't as important as winning on Truck Series or Xfinity Series. So John Hunter got with Toyota Racing Development, became a Toyota Racing Development driver, got the KBM, 2 seasons with KBM, missed it by that much on winning a championship, but he was in contention. He won multiple races. Gets to the Xfinity Series this year. Boom, on the cusp of a championship. Don't say he's going to win it for sure. We've got a lot of racing left. On the cusp. Running up front, 6 wins already this year. And he signed for Toyota to go to the 42 car next year. To me, that's not a second chance, but it's his second go around in Cup. Austin Hill's the other one. He's my next pick. That big country. Oh my God, that dude's talented. He can go out there on super speedways, and we know how fast RCR is, but on these intermediates, 3.3 average finish in 6 races with a win. He just signed that new deal with RCR to stay in Xfinity Series in 24. I know everybody was like, what? He was rumored to go to the 31. Again, he even said the same thing. For him, winning in the Xfinity Series is more important than just a Cup ride. Obviously, we know RCR. We know Kyle's there. Austin Hill's there. We know the new TV agreement's coming in 25. This contract, and even Austin said this contract does have stepping stones. It has to the next level kind of stuff. So when I see Austin Hill finishing this year out, running next year in Xfinity Series, he also has been running Cup with the Beard Motorsports number 62, and that is basically an RCR car. So I could see that alliance continuing in 24, and then in 25, either that alliance becomes more, or if there's a charter available, maybe there's some type of deal with RCR getting another charter, leasing it or something for him. Or maybe in 24, 20, or 25, 26, maybe Austin steps back and runs the front office and he jumps into 3. We don't know yet. Justin Allgaier, we know he's coming back next year. He's another pick to win. Runs well on these style of tracks. Josh Berry, we haven't seen him win this year. 7.0 or 7.1 average finish on the intermediates. 8.6 on the 3 tracks that are like Texas. He'll run up front. He's 24 points behind. He needs that win. He's in a must win. So John Hunter, Austin Hill, Justin Allgaier, and Josh Berry are the 4 picks to win the Andy Frozen Custard 300. Now, in the Xfinity Series this year, I'm 16 and 11 on my picks. Truck Series 9 and 11, Cup 5 and 26. Not spectacular, but that just shows how competitive these 3 series are. That shows how many different drivers at any different time can go out there and win a race. Alright, as always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports show content.